Battlebit Remastered is about to go into early access and it's just got the final playtest happening at the moment. It really is one of the few first-person shooter success stories of recent times. This weekend there's been over 30,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is an absolutely ridiculous achievement, especially when you hear how this game was developed. So back in around 2015-2016, two developers, one more of a fan of Battlefield and the other more of a squad fan, decided they wanted to make a game that would satisfy both of them and also run on their low-end laptops which they had at the time. And as a result they opted for a low poly style game developed using Unity, which they both had experience in. And like a lot of Battlefield fans, they weren't satisfied with the direction that Battlefield went in and wanted to scratch that legacy Battlefield itch. They knew there was going to be a lot of emphasis on destructible environments, gunplay, vehicles and teamwork. What I found particularly interesting when reading up on this game, the developer did a really good interview with The Escapist if you want to check it out. But what was really interesting was its association with Squad, which for anyone that doesn't know is a milsim hardcore shooter. Because I always saw Battlebit Remastered as much more of an alternative to Battlefield rather than Squad. And what they've said is in the future they hope to add in even larger maps, which they did have at one point, but they ended up just being a sniper fest and people with vehicles and not great for infantry. But in the future they hope to add in larger maps and also have a different game mode which is going to lean more into squad kind of gameplay. And I thought that was really interesting because it was something I had no idea about, and it's something which I think will definitely excite a lot more of the hardcore audience. But I think the big barrier to entry for this game is undoubtedly its low poly style, and even for me it's something that I struggle to get used to. But that low poly style has allowed them to focus much more on the gameplay and optimization, allowing for smooth games with up to 248 players in them. And all too often I think, especially this day and age, we see games that look pretty good but are absolutely devoid of any substance whatsoever. And I do much prefer this approach. So if you've got good gameplay but a slightly funky look, that's much better than having something that looks all polished. It's basically a turd. I'm sure some people do genuinely like the low poly style, but for me it's more than excused by how fun the actual game is. Also, there's only so much you can ask for when they've just got a handful of developers started out with two. I don't think they've got much more than two now. Yeah, what I love to read as well is how they're not rushing this game out. Playing the playtest, this game seems to me to be ready to go, just ready to go into full release, but the developers want to make sure that everything on the back end is tip-top before actually fully releasing it, which is why it's going into early access. And we've seen so many games lately release way before they're ready, or create updates way before they're ready. So I'm glad it's going to early access. This game's been in development for a long period of time, obviously a small team. They're doing the right thing, making sure it's ready to go. And when it does release on the 15th of June, it's only going to cost $15, which is amazing pricing in my opinion, especially when you consider how much attention this game has garnered. I think they would be well within their rights to bump that price up. I'm really glad they didn't. I think this is what I really want to see for these smaller games, that kind of price range. You're going to get plenty of value for money at $15. They haven't tried to get a bit greedy and just overextend their reach and go for something like a higher $30-40 fully fledged game, even though other companies or other people I'm sure would have tried that. And we'll also be getting community servers coming soon after the early access, which is another thing which I think will just take this game to another level, because I'm a huge fan of community servers, especially for games where teamwork is so heavily emphasized. From my personal point of view, I'll be completely honest, when I first played the early playtests, I struggled with it. But about a month ago when I played it again and they'd introduced so much new content and everything was running smoothly, I loved it. One thing I would like them to do, one thing I'd like them to promote is more communication within your squad, because having a squad that's talking to each other in this game, having a squad leader that's actually placing down rally points, is when this game is by far at its best in my opinion. You can still have fun when that's not happening, but if you want the best experience with this game, if you're able to get a group of people together to play it, that's ideal. And that's why I think the addition of community servers will be so beneficial, because finding a good server that you can go back to and play with some regulars will just be incredible with this game. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with a little bit of gameplay. I really hope this game does well. It absolutely deserves it. Let me know what you think down below. Straight for the power plant.
Got sniper is 250 as well.
Someone here.
Roger.
Just round to the left somewhere. Here he is. Yeah, he's down, yeah. I think there might be a few of them by the windmill up there on ping.
Roger. Yeah, top left hand window.
Nice.
Need to get far on that black wall.
Nice.
To the southwest.
I get up top this building. Be a nice... Oh, still got the RPG. I won't be going up top. There's a vehicle to my right.
Might want to try a wide flank here, they're all over it.
That's ugly. Oh, did that guy get crushed by that? No, he's alive.
Dead ahead of us. Dead ahead.
Yeah, nice.
You got balls, man, you got balls.
It's
I like
all
that.
good. Alright, we can make it in there now. Completely. It's just, I love the fact that everything's been blown up and it's just made there be so much more cover, much more chaotic. Oh, look at that spawn beacon. Don't mind that. Just straight in, over the top. No messing. Oh, that's a bit of a risky engagement. Got a grenade down to that guy. Lucky. Got a silencer. Might have to equip that. Give it a try. This is the place to be. It's looking very nice. That's me, my teammate. I'm getting sniped. Good push across. We're taking it. Good push. They're still defending outwards. Just don't know what's going on, do they? Chaos of this point. Lovely spot. I love how this point is just unfolded. Oh, push in here was great. Wide flank. Use the chaos for the distraction. Nice spawn beacon going down. Good communication. It's amazing. Really nice having a squad leader there. Communicates and actually puts down swarm beacons. So lots of them there. Yeah, I'll do. We're going to go to. I mean, I've got the engineer class and I'm not using the rocket, so it feels like a waste.
They're pouring in behind us.
That APC's down.
Roger.
Got another tank coming in though.
Got the second APC.
Nice.
Got the supply drop coming down.
I'm pistol out. There we go. That's the first kill I've got with that gun. That was a good... I've got a sniper around here somewhere. Oh, that's great. That's it for this one, guys. It's absolutely tipping it down. Sorry if you can hear that outside. But yeah, I enjoyed that playtest a lot. Looking forward to this game coming out. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like and also think about subscribing. Cheers, guys.